Good morning children, I am Poonam Bagga and today we are going to start chapter 4 Practical Geometry. In our previous classes we have been doing chapter 3 Understanding Quadrilaterals, in which we learnt about different types of quadrilaterals, their special names and their properties. In this chapter we will be constructing those quadrilaterals as per the measurements given in the question, and for this we will be using our own tools: compass, scale, pencil, pen, and yes, one interleaf copy will also be required, in which we have blank pages on the left side and single line pages on the right side. Also, in your previous class you have learnt about construction of triangles, in which you have learnt that we need 3 measurements of sides and angles to draw a unique triangle. This means to get a unique triangle we need at least 3 measurements of a triangle. These 3 measurements can either be the 3 sides of a triangle, or we may be given 2 sides and the included angle, or we may be given 2 angles and the included side, or in case of a right triangle we may be given the length of one of its sides and the length of the hypotenuse. In case of a quadrilateral, how many measurements are required to get a unique quadrilateral? You may think that we need 3 measurements in case of a triangle, so it must be enough to have 4 measurements in case of a quadrilateral. Let us examine this with the help of one example. Let us draw one parallelogram in which we have one pair of opposite sides measuring 10 centimeter each and the other pair of opposite sides measuring 8 centimeter each. Let us draw this parallelogram. This parallelogram can either be of this form, or it can be of this shape, or we may have this parallelogram either in this form. In each of these you will see that this pair of opposite sides measures 10 centimeter each and this one measures 8 centimeter. Here again we have 10 and this one 8. Here again we have 10 and 8. So we are having 4 measurements here, and are we getting a unique quadrilateral or a unique parallelogram in this case? No, we are having 3 figures for the same measurements. By unique we mean only one of its kind. As you all are unique, there is no one else like you. Similarly, we need a quadrilateral which is unique in itself. There should be no other quadrilateral similar to that one, and here we are having 3 quadrilaterals or parallelograms just because we are having only 4 measurements. We need at least 5 measurements to get a unique quadrilateral. You can see we require 5 measurements of sides, angles or diagonals to draw a unique quadrilateral. Now, what combinations can be possible to get a unique quadrilateral? We have these combinations. A unique quadrilateral can be constructed when 4 sides and 1 diagonal are given. So, in all we will be having 5 measurements, or when we have 2 diagonals and 3 sides given, again we will be having 5 measurements, or when 2 diagonals or 2 adjacent sides and 3 angles are given, again we will be having 5 measurements, or when 3 sides and 2 included angles are given, again 5 measurements will be given to get a unique quadrilateral. And yes, there are exceptions also where we will be using special properties of special parallelograms or quadrilaterals where we will be having measurements less than 5. All this will be clear to you as we take up different exercises and examples. First, we will be taking up the case where we will be given 4 sides and 1 diagonal. We start with this example. Construct a quadrilateral PQRS where PQ is given to be 4 centimeters, QR is 6 centimeter, RS is 5 centimeter, PS is 5.5 and PR is given to be 7 centimeters. Now, just simply reading the question does not give us any idea of how this construction can be done. To get this idea, first we need to draw its rough sketch. Let us draw it. This sketch is drawn simply with the help of a scale and pencil without taking the actual measurements. It is just drawn roughly to give us an idea of the main figure. I have also drawn it roughly. You take a scale to draw it. Let me name it also PQRS. Let us mark the measurements also. PQ is given to be 4, then we have this one as 6, this is 5, PS is 5.5, and then we have this diagonal PR which is given to be 7 centimeters. Now once we get this rough sketch, we get an idea of how to start the construction work and from where to start. You can see we should start it from PQ. Also we get an idea of how to follow the steps just by looking at this rough sketch. So we will be starting with this PQ, 4 centimeters long. For this we need one scale. We take it here, we see that this PQ measures 4 centimeter. So we will be taking it from this point, 4 centimeter long. Then what we need is, first we need to construct this triangle PQR. For this we need a compass, and how to use it? We will keep its pointed end at P and then mark one arc here in this way, and then we will keep its pointed end at Q and take the radius of 6 centimeter to get the second arc, and then the point of intersection of these two arcs will give us the point R. So let us begin with this compass. We take it first at point P. We have not written its names, we will write its name. Let this point be P and this one be Q. Now we need this radius of 7 centimeters. So let us take its radius to be 7 centimeters so that we can easily get the arc of the required length. Yes, this one is there. We take it upside and then we will draw one arc. We take it in this form. Then what we will do? Just bring it here and take it here. We will just interchange the 2 points, 2 corners, keep it at point Q. Now we need the radius of 6 centimeters. So let us elongate it to 6 centimeter. Yes, this is the 6 centimeter radius. Now we will draw one arc. Yes, this is the arc. Now we need to join these points. Let us name this point as R. Now we will be joining this R to P and R to Q. Let us join it. This is RP and this is RQ. Yes. Now we have constructed this triangle. Let us write the measurements also. This is 4 centimeter long, this is 6 centimeter long, and this is 7 centimeter long. Next we need to construct this triangle, this one, PRS. For this again we need the compass. We will keep the pointed end at P and with radius 5.5 we will draw one arc. Why are we using the terms radius and then we will be using the term center for this point where we will be keeping the pointed end of the compass? We will be using these terms because we know that an arc is a part of a circle, a part of its circumference, and for drawing a circle we definitely use the terms center and radius. So we are using the same terms here also. With PS center and radius 5.5 centimeter, we will be drawing one arc in this manner, and with RS center again we will be drawing another arc of radius 5 centimeter to get the point S. So this will be done with the help of a compass once again. Yes, we will have to keep it at point P. And what measurement do we need? 5.5. So let us bring it to 5.5. Yes, this one is 5.5, and for this we need to draw one arc. Let us draw it in this manner. Now again we need to keep it at R, and this time the measurement should be 5 centimeters. So let us take it to 5 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. Let us cut this arc here, and yes, we get this point as S. Now simply we need to join this S to R and P. Let us do this. Join this S to R and then this S with P, and in this way we get the required quadrilateral. Let us write the measurements also. This is 5.5 centimeters. And this one is 5 centimeter long. So this is the required main figure. Clear to you? Now this part has to be done on the blank page of your interleaf copy, and on the right side on the single line paper you will have to write the steps of construction of this whole process. We mean that we need to write each and every step that we have followed to make this quadrilateral. One by one we will be writing all those steps. We will be writing in this pattern. First we write what has been given. We have been given in quadrilateral PQRS these measurements that have been given in the question. We will note them down here. Then why are these given? We are required to construct a quadrilateral PQRS. This also has to be mentioned here. Then comes the steps of construction. We will be writing these steps one by one and in the present tense form. Whatever we have been doing, we will be writing them here. So what was the first step? First step is draw PQ. You see, draw PQ equal to 4 centimeter. So we will write here, draw PQ equal to 4 centimeters. Then what next? With P as center means the point where we kept the pointed end of the compass. That point is called the center, because with this center we are drawing a part of a circle which is called an arc. So with P as center and radius 7 centimeter, draw an arc. So with center P, draw an arc of radius 7 centimeter. What we did next? With center Q, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter. With center Q, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point R. You can see the two arcs are meeting at this point R. So here we have written this point R. Then what we did? We joined this R to P and R to Q, or join RP and RQ. So join RP and RQ. Then what next we did was, again taking P as the center and radius 5.5 centimeter, draw an arc. So here we will write, with center P, draw an arc of radius 5.5 centimeter. Then next what we did? With center R, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point S. You can see, with center R, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeter, and then these two arcs were meeting at point S, and so we wrote the name S there. What next? Join SR and SP. So we can write here, join SR and SP. With this we got the required quadrilateral, and we can write here as PQRS is the required quadrilateral. So, this question is complete with the rough sketch, with the main diagram and with all these steps of construction. One thing more I would like to tell you is that this rough sketch can be drawn in another way also. How can it be drawn? We can take it in this form also. Taking the diagonal in the center P, Q, R, S. Here we have taken this diagonal in the middle part. This is 7 and then you can write the corresponding measurements. When we draw the rough diagram in this way, then we will start the construction with this line segment PR measuring 7 centimeters. Then we will construct one triangle above this line PR and one triangle below this PR. PSR above PR and triangle PQR below PR, and then by joining these sides we will get the required quadrilateral. But yes, do not get confused with the uniqueness of this quadrilateral by this rough sketch. These rough sketches are the sketches of this same main figure. It is just the rotated image of this particular quadrilateral. So, do not get confused, these two are one and the same thing. The only difference is that this is the rotated image of this particular quadrilateral. Okay? So, we can draw in these two ways. Next we take up exercise 4.1 and we have this question 1 from it. Construct the quadrilateral ABCD. We are here again given some measurements. First of all, we will draw its rough sketch. Let us try to draw it. Let me name it as A, B, C and D. Then let us mark the measurements. AB is given to be 4.5 centimeters. So, let us mark it here 4.5. Then BC is 5.5. Then CD is 4. AD is given to be 6. And we have this diagonal AC as 7 centimeters. You must have seen in the previous example that how this rough sketch helps us to design the main figure. So, it is very compulsory. Now, we will be starting this figure. We will start the construction with this line segment AB measuring 4.5 centimeters. For this we need one scale. Let us take it down. Let us draw 4.5 centimeter long line segment. This is 4.5. Let us name it as A, B. Now what we need to do is, we will construct this triangle ABC first. For this, taking A as the center and radius 7 centimeter, this one, we will draw one arc with the help of a compass. So let us bring it here. We take it at point A and we need it to be 7 centimeters long. So we do it in this way. And we will draw one arc in this way. Now what next? Interchange the two corners or edges of a compass. We will keep it at point B. Now we need this radius of 5.5. Let us elongate it to 5.5 and draw this arc. Yes, this is point C. The point of intersection of these two arcs will be named as C, as you can see in this rough sketch. Now we need to join these two line segments CA and then CB. With this we have constructed this triangle ABC. What next now? Again we will construct this triangle ADC, this one. Let me mark it with this. Now you can identify, we need to construct this triangle ACD. For this again we need a compass. With A as center and radius 6 centimeters, we will draw one arc, and with center C with radius 4 centimeters, again we will draw one arc, and the point of intersection of these two arcs we will take up as point D. So again we need one compass. let us take it at point A, and what length do we need? Radius, we need 6 centimeters. So, let us take it 6. We draw one arc of radius 6 centimeters, this one. Then let us interchange and bring it to point C. And what radius do we need now? 4 centimeters. So, let us take it to 4. This is nearly 4, and now we can bring it here and just draw one arc. Yes, we get this point as D. Now, next we need to join these two line segments DC and DA. With this, we get the required quadrilateral ABCD. You can see, let us write the measurements here. This is 4.5 centimeter, this is 5.5 centimeter, this is again 7 centimeters, this is 4, and this one is 6 centimeter. So, we get the final quadrilateral ABCD. Again, remember, we have to draw these two figures on the blank page of an interleaf copy, and then on the single line page we will be writing its steps of construction. Let us have a look at it. First of all, we will write whatever has been given in the question. In quadrilateral ABCD, we have written all the measurements that have been given. Then it is required to construct quadrilateral ABCD, and then we will start the construction steps. First, we draw AB 4.5 centimeters long. So, we write here, draw AB equal to 4.5 centimeters. Then what next? With A as center and radius 7 centimeter, you can see here, draw an arc. So, with center A, draw an arc of radius 7 centimeters. Clear? Next then, with center B and radius 5.5 centimeter, draw another arc which cuts or meets the previous arc at point C. So, with center B, draw an arc of radius 5.5 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point C. Are you getting it? Isn't it interesting? Then what next we did? We joined CA and CB. So, we write it here also, join CA and CB. Then with center A and radius 6 centimeter, draw an arc. So, we write it here, with center A, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter. Then what we did? With center C and radius 4 centimeter, draw an arc to cut the previous arc at point D. So, we will write it here, with center C, draw an arc of radius 4 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point D. Then what next we did? Join DC and DA. So, join DC and DA. With this, we get the quadrilateral ABCD, and we write it as ABCD is the required quadrilateral. I hope it is very much clear to you. We move on to the second part of exercise 4.1. We have to construct this quadrilateral JUMP, and these are the measurements given. Once again, we will start with a rough sketch. Let us draw it here. Rough sketch. We will be taking it in this way. Let us mark the names JUMP. It is just a rough figure. Then let us write the measurements. JU is given to be 3.5 centimeters long, UM is 4, then MP is 5, PJ is 4.5, and then we have this diagonal PU, which is 6.5. Now with the help of this rough sketch, you can easily visualize that first of all we should draw this line segment JU measuring 3.5 centimeters, and then we should construct this triangle JUP first, this one, with the help of a compass. First we will construct this triangle. So let us start with this JU with the help of a scale. We will take it to be 3.5 centimeters long. Start it from here, and this is your 3.5 centimeters long line segment, which is named as JU. Let us write it here, 3.5 centimeters. What next? We need one compass, with the help of which we will be drawing two arcs to get this point P. It should be 4.5 centimeters radius. So we need to bring it to 4.5, and here we have this one. We will draw this arc in this way, and then we will have we just interchange the two faces, bring it to U. What we need is this 6.5 centimeter long radius. Let us elongate it to 6.5. Yes, this one is here. Let us draw this arc in this way. Yes, we get this arc, which will be named as P. The point of intersection, we will name it as P. Now we simply need to join this P to J, join these 2 points, and then join this P to U. We get this triangle PJU, the shaded part in this rough sketch. You must be easily seeing this. What next we need to do is, let us write the measurements. This is 6.5 centimeters long, and this is 4.5 centimeters long. You can easily relate the two figures. Next we need to get this point M. How we will get this? Again we will take the help of a compass, keep the pointed end at P and draw an arc of radius 5 centimeters, then keep the pointed end at U and with radius 4 centimeters draw another arc. The two arcs will intersect at one point and we will name it as M. So let us take the use of compass once again. We will take it to point P, and we need the radius of 5 centimeters. So it is 5 in fact. So simply we need to draw the arc. Interchange, and we will take it to point U, and we need to get the radius of 4 centimeters. Let us first bring it to 4 centimeters. We have it with us, and then we will draw another arc in this way, and now we will write it as point M. We get it as M, and now we need to simply join this P with M and then join this M with U, and here we get the required quadrilateral JUMP. You can see it, isn't it? Now once again remember, we will be drawing this on the blank page of a copy, and then we will be writing the steps of construction. Let us write this measurement also. It measures 5 centimeters and this one measures 4 centimeters. Now it will be easy to write the steps of construction. First of all, we will write whatever we have been given in the question. In quadrilateral JUMP, write all the measurements. Then it is required to construct quadrilateral JUMP. Then we will start with first JU measuring 3.5 centimeters. So draw JU equal to 3.5 centimeters. Then with J as center and radius 4.5 centimeters, draw an arc. So, with center J, or you can write with J as center, both are correct. With center J, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters. Then what next? With center U and radius 6.5 centimeters, draw another arc to cut the previous arc at point P. So, we write it here with center U and radius 6.5 centimeters. Draw another arc to meet the previous arc at point P. You saw it at point P. Then next we joined PU and PJ. So, we will write it here, join PJ and PU. Then what we did, with P as center and radius 5 centimeter, draw one arc. With center P, draw an arc of radius 5 centimeters. Then what next we did, with center U and radius 4 centimeters, draw another arc. So, we write here with center U, draw an arc of radius 4 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point M. You can see this point was named as M. And then what next? Join MU and MP. So, we will write it here, join MP and MU. With this we get JUMP as the required quadrilateral. So, this is the second part of this question. It is very much clear, I hope this. Then we have construct a parallelogram MORE. Here we have been given only 3 measurements, but we need 5 measurements. So, how we will construct it? Here we have a special quadrilateral named parallelogram. So, we will be using its property which says that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, and then we will be having again 5 measurements with us. Let us first draw its rough sketch and then you will be able to see it. We can take it in this way, a parallelogram. Let me name it M, O, R and E. Then let us write the measurements. OR is given to be 6 centimeters. Then we have RE equal to 4.5 centimeters. Then EO, this diagonal, this is given as 7.5 centimeters. So, here we are having only 3 measurements, but we know that the opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So, with this OR will be equal to ME, and so it will again be equal to 6 centimeters, and this ER will be equal to MO, which gives us this side also equal to 4.5 centimeters. Now, we have with us 5 measurements, and so we can easily construct this parallelogram. Again we will start with this line segment OR, and then we will construct this triangle first, ORE. Let us start with the help of a scale. Six centimeters long line segment, this one. Let us name it as OR. Then we need a compass. We will keep it at point O, and we need to measure 7.5 centimeters long. So, we take it to 7.5. Yes, this one. We will draw one arc here in this way. Then what next? Interchange, bring it to R, and now what we need is 4.5 centimeter radius. So, let us take the radius equal to 4.5, draw this arc here, and with this we get this point E. Next we need to join this point E to O and E with R. So, let us join these 2 points and then we will join these 2 points. Let us write the measurements also. This is 6 centimeter long, we know this. This is 7.5 centimeters long and this one is 4.5 centimeters long. What next we need to do is, again we will construct this triangle OME. With the help of a compass, we will keep the pointed end at O, draw one arc of radius 4.5 centimeters, keep it at E, and with radius 6 centimeters draw another arc. The 2 arcs will intersect each other to give us the point M. Let us do this also. We take this at point O and we need to measure it 4.5. So, we take it as 4.5 and draw one arc here in this way. Then what next we need to do is interchange, take this point to E, (6 centimeters), bring it here and draw this arc. Yes, we get this point as M. Now simply we need to join this M with E and this M with O, and then we get our required parallelogram. Let us write the measurements also. This is 6 centimeters long and this one is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it is. And now we need to write the steps of construction. First of all, whatever has been given, we will write it down in parallelogram MORE. These measurements have been given, and yes, we need to mention that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal, and so we will have these 2 sides with this measurement. Then required to construct a parallelogram MORE, and then we begin the steps of construction. What we did first of all? Draw OR equal to 6 centimeters. So, we will write here draw OR equal to 6 centimeter length. Then what next? With center O and radius 7.5, draw an arc. With center O, draw an arc of radius 7.5 centimeters. Are you able to relate these steps of construction with the actual way in which we constructed the parallelogram? I hope you are getting my point. And then we have with center R and radius 4.5 centimeters, draw another arc to get the point E. So, we write here with center R, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point E. You can see here we got this point E. Then we joined EO and ER, and so we will write it here, join EO and ER. Then what next? With O as center and radius 4.5 centimeters, draw an arc. So, we will write here with center O, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters. Then what next we did? With center E, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeters to give point M. So, we write it here with center E, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeter to meet the previous arc at point M. And then what next? We joined ME and MO. So, we will write it here, join MO and ME. With this we get MORE as the required parallelogram. Clear to you? Next we have a rhombus. We need to construct one rhombus, BEST. Here we have been given only 2 measurements. Again we will be using the property of a rhombus and then we will be getting back 5 measurements. Let us draw first its rough sketch and then we will be able to identify the other measurements required. A rhombus is somewhat like this. In it all the 4 sides are equal. Let me name it as BEST. Now BE is given to be 4.5 centimeters and ET, this diagonal, this is given equal to 6 centimeters. Now how can you get the remaining measurements? Just recall that in a rhombus all the 4 sides are equal. So if this is 4.5, then this will again be equal to 4.5 centimeters. This will also be measuring 4.5 centimeters and this one also will be equal to 4.5 centimeters. Now we can easily visualize that we need to start with this line segment BE measuring 4.5 and then first we will be constructing this triangle BET. Then successively we will be constructing the rhombus. So let us start with a scale to get us a line segment. We draw the line segment 4.5 centimeters long, this one. Let us name it as BE 4.5. Then what next we need to do? With B as center and radius 4.5 centimeters, we will draw one arc with the help of a compass. Keep it at B and with radius 4.5, remember this. We have it 4.5 centimeters as the radius and then we will draw one arc here, this one. Then what next we will be doing? Interchange the 2 faces, bring it to E and now we need to get this radius of 6 centimeters so that we can get point T. We take it here, just draw this arc and with this we get the point of intersection of the 2 arcs as point T. Next we will be joining this T to B. Let us join it once again. Yes, and then this T with E. With this we write the measurements here. This is 6 centimeters and this one is again 4.5 centimeters long. Then again we will be taking the center at T and then at E, and with these measurements 4.5 each, we will be getting 2 arcs here and the point of intersection of the 2 arcs will give us the point S. So again we bring the compass back, keep it at point T. Yes, we will take it here and draw one arc here in this way. Taking it back, interchange the 2 faces, bring it at E. Again with the same measurement, we will draw another arc 4.5 centimeters and with this we get the point of intersection of the 2 arcs as point S. Now we need to join this point S with T first and then we will join SE. With this we get our rhombus BEST and I hope this is the best one that I have drawn. Let it be 4.5 centimeters, the measurement, we are writing it here, and this is 4.5 centimeters again. So this is the construction part. What is left? Yes, to write the steps of construction for this First we will write whatever has been given. In rhombus BEST we have been given these two measurements, and here you need to mention that in a rhombus all sides are equal, and so we will have all these four sides equal to 4.5 centimeters. Then it is required to construct rhombus BEST, and from where we started with BE measuring 4.5 centimeters. So, first step, draw BE equal to 4.5 centimeters. Then what next we did? With B as center and radius 4.5 centimeters, draw one arc. So, with center B, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters. Then with center E and radius 6 centimeters, draw another arc to get the point T. So, we will write it here. With center E, draw an arc of radius 6 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point T. With this we constructed triangle BET, but first we joined TE and TB. So, we need to write it here, join TB and TE. With this the triangle was complete, triangle BET. Then what next we did? With center T and radius this one 4.5 centimeters, draw an arc. Let us write it here. With center T, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters. Then what next? With center E and again the same radius 4.5 centimeters, draw another arc to meet the previous arc at point S. So, we write it here. With center E, draw an arc of radius 4.5 centimeters to meet the previous arc at point, let us just see which point was this, S. So, we write it here at point S, and then we just joined ST and SE. So, we write it here, join ST and SE. With this we get BEST, the best rhombus. This is the required rhombus. With this your exercise 4.1 is complete. Today we did some constructions of quadrilaterals in which 4 sides were given and 1 diagonal was given. In our next class we will be taking up construction of quadrilaterals in which we will be having 3 sides and 2 diagonals. Till then, practice these questions. Goodbye.